I wake up, do some music, go pass out, wake up, drink some coffee, go hang out with the dogs. I jump in the pool, come back in, take a nap. Like, he had a routine. Like, you would always see him. It wouldn't be like he would just be, or he would have his days with Melanie, but he would be
doing his thing. He was doing his
I don't
thing,
know,
man. He was doing his thing.
it's
I
hella
get that.
weird,
I
man. I
get that.
definitely agree with you.
But
That shit don't make sense.
it's just that if you look at, you know, just like a simple vision, if this random girl was at the house that nobody knows, that is supposedly a drug addict, she was clearly doing drugs with him if he died from a drug overdose. You're not going to have a drug addict with someone doing drugs who's not going to say, let me get some. It's not going to happen. It's not that. That's like putting a big mountain of fucking crack in front of a crackhead and saying, here, you can have it. And he's going to look at it and be like, oh, look what I got. No, that motherfucker is smoking it. He's going to literally be diving in that shit, bro. You're not going to, he's going to be doing no ifs, ands, or buts. So that girl right there knows something 100%. They need to question her. The nurse, or not the nurse, the fucking, the nurse is the lady who came over too, which I thought was weird. But
that's
the girl who was in the house
came over because she heard something on a radio.
on a right? A scanner. Right. So you're telling me that this lady happened to be listening on a scanner too? Enough. Weird. Now you got to ask the question: is this the girl's a nurse? Was she fucking writing scripts for him to get, and he was buying them off her, and that's why she, you know, happened to be involved? Was she distributing drugs to him too with her fucking license? Well, they should. They should go fucking check their script book and see all the numbers. That shit's all documented. If there's one script from her to him and there's no doctor's appointment, then there you go. She's fucking right there's incriminated. Take her fucking license away. You know, that's it, man. Why would they be comfortable? I could say I heard it on the radio, you know, like, you know, whatever. Did she go over there? Well, that's the thing, man. It's so simple to fucking figure it out. But the problem I understand with the police too is they got to be very fucking careful with what they say and do, because say I'm a cop, right? I come up, I grab you. I demand you do this. I demand you do that. You go ahead and do it. You know what? Bam, you're not dirty. There's nothing on you. Now you have full obligation to fucking sue the police department. And that makes the police department look bad because they were terrorizing somebody who was innocent. And that's because the fucking politics today, which is a fucking joke. However, if it's plain sight, I mean, I wouldn't really be too concerned. If you know the person's a drug addict, you know they're going to fail a drug test. It just might not be a match for what you're looking for. But, I mean, nonetheless, she failed the drug test. You can easily say, well, you were doing drugs. But that's what you gotta look at. They gotta question that lady. Just a search warrant. That's all it is. Just search warrant.
And it never happened.
And if people are mad about it, then they're probably hiding something.
Weird. You just said something.
You know what I'm saying?
They should have drug tested that lady, and they didn't. And
it doesn't make much sense. You know, that's the stuff that, like, you know, would be the first thing that I would have done if I was on an investigation. You know, like, I would have right away, I would have said, okay, I weren't there. Where were you? Do you have proof that you were there? You know, I'd want to have evidence. And if you can't provide that, you don't have a solid alibi, not a, oh, well, you know, no, I want proof. Just like these cameras were off. Why were they?
Respect.
Right. That's like, all questions.
A week out considered.
Questions.
2 days, all right. Now, if it was like a whole 154-hour period, like, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying, about 2 days.
Right. Right. You know, 2 days, you know, well, 2 days before the 50, right. 2 days before the 50 mark, no. But if it's within a few hours or something, you know, and, you know, I don't know what kind of cameras, or did they figure, oh, let's erase certain stuff? Is there a cloud drive? Did you guys go and look at the cloud drive? Did you try to do a backup?
I can't sit here and be like, damn, I seen the cameras, dog. No, I can't say that. I've never seen them. But the story has it that they were off. But regardless, I never found out when they were turned off, how they were turned off, if they were broken, what they were, which one was why one of them didn't work out of all of them. You know what I mean? Like, these are questions I never like really got down to.
Yeah, you got a lot of, the thing is, this is a guy who went social media a lot. He was live a lot. He put a lot of his, people who are like, look at, you got people who are on here all the time. Like, you literally know every minute of their life, and there's a lot of things that you can look at to see. But I mean, was he good at keeping his shit hidden as far as doing it? Yes and no. I mean,
Yo,
the huffing shit was
let
kind
me
of
tell you,
messy,
dog.
but
He fooled my dumb ass. He showed me on the FaceTime two Febreze cans, hit them against each other. He was like, nah, bro, I'm trolling. Like, he always tried to keep it so above, like, a business level with me. He was almost ashamed of it, and I had no idea, but I feel duck as fuck. Nobody told me shit. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, you got me bent, bro. That's what took. Nah, bro. That shit, nah. That shit don't make no sense, dog.
yeah, no, I don't know. I hope that the family gets, a solid,
Really.
true understanding. But I do agree with the family, man. I don't think that he just, nah, man. He didn't just fucking go and, overdose in a tub and was there for that long. Nah. Not a guy who had someone in the house that was taking care. It's not coincidence that the
Nah,
lady wasn't there. No, you're not gonna say
there.
that. She
Supposedly,
just
she
happened not to be
wasn't
there.
paying attention. Like, she was in her room the whole time. But you're not gonna tell me that this lady sat in a room and didn't even think about, hey, bro, you good? You need anything? Like, if you're attending the house at that point, like, even I go in there and I'm like, hey, bro, what's up? Hey, you need some coffee? You need a cheeseburger, bro? I'm finna order some McDonald's. Boom. And I'd come in and I'd go bring damn food. Bro, you could see it on live where I came in with McDonald's and shit, bro, plenty of times. So it's like, why, if you're hired or even living there for free as a commodity, why wouldn't you like go check up for it that long? I've always questioned that. 100%. Do I blame other people for triggering him? Because when I was around, bro, I'm not gonna lie, he popped the Xanax, gabapentin, some bipolar medicine, and some shit for his teeth. What the fuck is that shit? Hydrocodone, whatever. He took that shit for his teeth when he was going through his whatever the yeah,
It's like a
when he was
thing.
going through that shit, the transformation in his mouth, whatever he had, the veneers or whatever.
Right,
He had taken that
right.
shit, but like he never bought that shit off the street. And when people did, bro, there was one time this lady came. She had no tooth through. She came through, and she brought green Xanax over. I was like, yo, let me see them bitches, because I got them from her. I was like, let me see them. I grabbed it, bro, and it was chalky as shit. It was white. I was like, bro, these ain't. They were white and green. I was like, bro, these ain't good, bro. Don't be buying this shit from her, bro. And I gave them back to that lady. That lady was pissed as fuck. Like, she wanted to just make money off this, man. Like, everybody just came around for the wrong reasons. Like, they just wanted to sponge anything. Like, towards the end, listen,
Well, that
when I was
happens
there,
when
I
you
wasn't
have
there towards the end
know,
before
any
he passed away. There's a transaction of $3,000 to another guy that Louis brought around, and that's why people have thrown a lot of blame on Louis. Is because why did you pick? Where'd that come from? Oh, because you bought all these perks and Zans from Jay Reeves, and it's like a whole nother thing. Like, there's so much crazy shit going on that people ain't really looking into, because at the end of the day, we could play the blame game on who served who and whatever, right? But at the end of the day, like, he's gone. And like, I've already had to realize that, like, no matter what. And like, yeah, I am mad
right.
when people
I
react to
I
me,
understand
they're like, yo,
that.
you did it. And I'm like, bro, I get to the point where I'm like, fuck you. Like, I'm working so hard. Like, I'm trying, and y'all still shelling me in that cage and still trying me for any reason. Like, I work so hard to get anywhere that I am right now and help the family in any way. And y'all still attack me, and I'm blocked just like y'all, like how Jane attacked me and I was blocked outside of that shit too. Like, let's be real, like, that was my dog. Like, I never did nothing wrong to him, but I couldn't help it when some other people came in the building and was throwing people out of RVs and being crazy. Like, I wasn't there for none of that shit. This shit, bro, this shit got out of hand, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. I even told you, like, I used to talk to you, like, on the games. I'd be like, bro, you don't understand, it's my dog. Like, he'd be looking out for me. Just give him a chance. Remember? Because you'd be like trying, you'd be wanting to try him sometimes, and you'd be like, all right.
Because he was doing the his whole trolling with
Yeah,
You
he
said it
liked
was trolling
Joker,
the
bro.
whole
He
thing with
actually liked
Joker.
him, bro. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck what nobody says, bro. That nigga actually liked Joker. He was like, "Don't take it seriously, nigga. Like I'm just," and that's just his charisma. Like he liked that shit from the internet. Like in real,
Because
life,
I
my
guess there
mama's
was a
ashes. That
live
nigga
you
gave
told
me a
me.
beat, made me get on it, and said before he passed away, it's on live. He said, "Tell Joker to get on it." It's on live, bro. I ain't lying about shit, bro. Like
I know. I guess there was a live that happened where I don't know. I guess he was pulling out all his guns or something like that, and he was
that
saying some. I guess he
the
was being.
old video of him
Huh?
talking shit.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Because then I ended up getting a message from him too, dude, and then I didn't even respond, and I was just like, whatever. And that's when I asked you. I was like, yo, why did he message me? And you said, I guess people were saying my name, and you told him like, no, he's just a troll. You don't got to worry about him. But that's the thing that I kind of question is like, why was he so nervous to where like IG? Like, why did he take his
Yeah,
time
and
to message me? Like for him to message me, I'm a fucking nobody on here, and because my name was brought up, there had to
that's
be
true.
something that made him
True.
that paranoid.
He was very cautious. Very, very cautious.
But why? That's the thing. Like, did somebody have him feeling some type of way
I
to
think
where the drugs made it
Ella
more
traumatized as a child, bro,
amplified?
to the point that he had to create drama in his life. Like living in his house was like boot camp. Like there was so much shit going on every day, whether it be music or drama, there was always something. So like I felt like if y'all ever watched The House of Carters, I ended up watching it after he passed away. I watched a couple episodes and
Yeah,
like
here I did
I
too
couldn't
on
watch it no
YouTube.
more. That shit made me sick. But anyways, like I felt like I lived that shit, and it's just like, damn, like he almost attracted this shit. Like he just wanted that shit in his life to have fun, almost. Like he was like a kid at heart. God bless the hood.
He was used
Like,
to
bro,
to
he was
100 miles an
100%
hour.
a kid
That's the
at
best way.
heart, bro. He could run 100 miles per hour, not give a fuck, and not get tired. Like, but he would get tired. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like a metaphor. Like it was weird.
No,
He,
he was
he,
very
he,
tired,
off the
man.
camera, he
That's
would
why
run.
he
That's
was.
why Winter Havens even said like off the camera, like a lot of y'all niggas don't know who Aaron was. Like that man was like, yo, let's get on the floor by. Hey, let's get on the what's it called, the Riviera. Boom, we're going out to the mountains. Fool sliding like fool 80 miles per hour, just chilling through the mountains. Like he was just like a little daredevil. Like he just loved his sports cars, going and doing the terrain shit. Like he was a different person off camera. And then when he'd be on camera, I feel like it was a universal distress call. Now that I'm looking back at it, I'm like, damn, he just wanted attention. Like he was bored. And I didn't realize that. Like over here, like waiting for him to get off live and like getting him interested in the music and shit. And like off the camera, he would work. Like I have videos of me and him working that you wouldn't see on live. That shit, like I was wondering why you wouldn't put that on live. Then I started peeping like, oh, I get it. Like you almost don't want to show nobody anything unless you're bored and it's like a distress call. Like,
Right. I feel like I don't know, man. Like there's just I'm not from out that way. I don't know anybody out that way. I don't know. I mean, I listen. Like a cold case, I guess you could say. I feel like if it was a cold case that was handed to me and I had to figure it out, I feel like
yeah,
110%
if I was
I
a
could figure
detective,
it
I
out.
feel like I would have been figured this shit out. If I would have been had resources and been had the hands
Yep.
to get everybody at the right time.
I got a bunch of people who constantly
Hey,
tell me things, and because dude, you know how it is. Everybody
that's my
loves
phone for
to
the
hear me
guy. I don't
speak
want
on
to hang
shit
up
on
on you.
here.
No, for
No,
real.
do your thing,
All right,
man. Yeah,
bye.
let's end this anyway.
Bye.
I don't know, bro.
Bye. Bless.